we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. Ooh, yeah,
Come, my brother, come, my sister. And that's the call. Come, let us build this place we call home. And I love that song. Come, come, my brother, come, my sister. Let us transform Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. This is our homeland, and we have a duty to enhance it. We have a responsibility to make it better for our children and children. I want to encourage the viewers on Facebook and YouTube to please share the live. Sharing is caring. I want to start off by saying be very careful with what you read and be very careful with programs that you listen to. If you believe in Grenada, if you want to see Grenada transformed and be made a better place, not just for this generation, but for the next generation and the next generation, you have to be extremely careful with what you read and with some of the programs that you listen to. Because there is a proliferation of podcasters and talk shows these days. You have to discern, you have to be wise, you have to be smart to navigate what is good and what is bad, because many of those podcasters, many of those newspapers, and many articles that they publish, the writers, the authors, they have an agenda, a sinister agenda. In fact, I can tell you, there is one who always boasts of predicting the outcome of the last general elections. Well, let me tell you this. There are a lot of people who predicted that. That was an easy guess. In fact, Right Along did a poll way before that individual and predicted the outcome. I did a poll via social media, and we were on the ground. We knew what was going down. So all this hype about this individual predicted the outcome of the election, utter rubbish. The individual wants to be relevant, and the individual looking for work here in Grenada. And with desperation comes all of this reaction and so on. But we also know that the individual was contacted by some movement, some movement, or some movement, some kind of movement thing, right? And we know that the individual has always embraced pollsters, even some who do the cow poll. We know that for all the years, the Peter Wickhams and so on. So we know. So when you see certain articles being published, take it with a pinch of salt. Because this individual is not on the ground. This individual doesn't even know what is happening here in Grenada. Believe you me. But the individual is striving and fighting for relevance and for engagement. He's not getting it. He's not getting engagement. So folks, be very, very careful with what you read in some of the newspapers. And mind you, the owner of that particular newspaper is my good pal, my good friend. But I'm saying to you, be very wary and very careful with what you read in some of these newspapers. Because the authors of those publications, you have to be very concerned with. And it's not based in reality many a times. Because I asked myself this morning, what gets a party elected or re-elected? What do you have to do to get re-elected or elected in small island politics? So are you saying to me that the government, in doing so many things, paying the pension and gratuity to 500 plus retired public officers who were marching, protesting, fighting in the streets for their pension and gratuity that was paid, and they continue to get their pension until death comes to them, until they exit this earth. And then those who are retiring, they will get their pension upon retirement, thanks to the NDC administration. And those who are unestablished, who are retired, who are retiring and going home with nothing, back into poverty, they are now getting a pension. Yes, they would contribute 3%, and the government will contribute the next 3%, but they were guaranteed a pension upon retirement. Before, they were not getting anything. They were going home empty-handed. So the government did that. The CES program, helping 500 plus businesses with up to $30,000 grant so that they can expand, hire new people, get equipment and so on. Public officers got 13% increase in their salaries. They didn't have to go in the streets and march and protest for it. Nurses got $500 more on their salaries every month. They get in that. Doctors got $1,000 more on their salary every month. They get in that. Public officers are being regularized, made permanent, so they can go to the banks, they can go to the credit union, they can get a loan, they can build themselves. They have job security now. The bi-monthly salary payment was introduced. Less headache for workers. The pay and grade for police officers, an increase of $700 and something for the private constable or the woman private constable. And then you go up the ranks. Something that they have been negotiating for, fighting for years. They got that. The land regularization, where people who were living on Crown lands for all of these years without any papers, without any deed, any plan, nothing like that. The government is now regularizing that, giving them their deed, giving them title to the land. Free tuition for thousands of students who attend TAMCC and NULO every year. Their parents don't have to hold their head to get that $810 to pay every year. Free hot meal for 13,000 students every day in the schools. The free laptop and ebook program, where 3,800 plus laptops were given out to Forms 1 and Forms 2, and ebooks provided on the laptops for them. The WASH program, where hundreds of families are receiving assistance, moving from pit latrines and open bathrooms to indoor bathroom and toilet facility modern indoor bathroom and toilet facility, painted, tiled, electricity placed in there, running water. The Build Back Better program, where so many families are getting new homes. The housing repair program continues. The JUMP program, providing internet access to homes without, lighting of playing fields, upgrading of playing fields, upgrading of basketball courts and netball courts. The solar lighting program, lighting up communities that were in dark for years, upgrading community centers, building new schools. The St. David Catholic Secondary School, 40 point something million. The Grenville Anglican School or the St. Andrew Anglican School, 30 point something million dollars, 37 point something million dollars. The Grenada Christian Academy, 37 or 36 point something million dollars. The expansion of the Calais Government School, the expansion of the School for Special Education, the building of labs in many schools, the refurbishment of classrooms of other schools, yard, playground, staff rooms, upgrading of police station, building of police headquarters, the Hillsborough police station, the Grenville police station, St. Paul's police, and we can go on and on and on. The upgrading of medical station, Wester Hall, Good Hope, Victoria, Grand Roy, and we can go on and on. There are so many other, the Hillsborough Medical Station, quite a number of medical stations. Work is being done on the Maribor Hospital, the Princess Royal Hospital in Carriacou. A lot of work was done there. Then you have, the Digital Workforce Initiative, 100 Grenadians received training in ICT, cybersecurity, and so on there. Now receiving dividend on that training. Youth in agriculture, women in agriculture, the minimum wage adjustment for security officers, laborers, gardeners, housekeepers, clerks, bus conductors, the simple people, geriatric caregivers, the new Imani trainees, they're getting more from $700 to $1,200. The geriatric caregivers are getting $1,400. The Empower Program beneficiaries or trainees, they're getting more stipend from $700 to $1,000. When they complete the program, they're getting more as the grant from $2,400 to $3,000. And we can go on and on. The amount of bridges, roads that have been built, the amount of investment in agriculture, the amount of investment in health, the new kitchen at the General Hospital, the nursing internship program, Project Polaris, where we got $670 million co-financing to start that project to build our new teaching hospital facility and health and wellness village. And we can go on and on and on. You look at Carriacou, the work there that is being done on the airport, the port. You have the new fishing complex or fish market at Windward. You have so many schools that were refurbished and built. So many work happening there, roads, and we can go on and on in Carriacou. And you look around Grenada, we have stability. The economy is doing well. People are at work. The unemployment rate dropped to 9.8%. The economy grew by 4.2%. The economy is stable. It's good for investment. More and more people are investing. Construction is at an all-time high. Things are happening for our people. Look at Carnival last year, or this year. This year. Look at the amount of people visited. Grenada is peaceful. Grenada is a nice place. You don't have all the convestors and crooks coming here and con us and take millions and run away with it. My question is, what makes a government or a party wins an election, what more do you want? What do you want? So you hear some of these cowpollers and they publishing things in newspaper, saying all kind of rubbish. The government is at work. When the election time comes around, there will be changes to candidates and who will run in this constituency or that constituency. But at this point in time, the government is working for the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. So when I see some of these people publishing all this assness, all this jackassness, sometimes I just laugh. And when you go back to the authors, they want money. They want relevance. Sometimes when you see these things, just ignore it. Ignore it. Because let me tell you this. Some of these same people, they believe they could stay outside and run government and run the NDC, and they would have influence and they could do this and do that. But joke they're making, they're dealing with the wrong person. You realize that the most honorable Deacon Mitchell is not even bothered about these people. He's just ignoring them. He's not even moved by the stupidity, all the publication and all what they're saying and all the... You think the most honorable Deacon Mitchell studying these people who call in talk show programs and talking all the rubbish and believe that, even those haters want to now advise the government on what they should and should not do with the United States of America? The United States of America is the greatest nation on the face of the earth. You could say what you want about America. It is a great nation and will always be. There will be people going to occupy the office that you may disagree with. But you could say what you want about Donald Trump. He campaigned, he tell you what he's going to do, and a lot of people voted for him. Black for America, black for Donald Trump, African Americans for Donald Trump, Latinos for Donald Trump. A lot of these people voted for the man. He told you what he's going to do, and he's doing what he said he's going to do, like it or not. But America is a great nation, one of the mightiest army in the world, technologically advanced and otherwise. Don't be fooled. You might see China showcasing certain things, and you might see other nations. That's their business. America is one of the greatest nations in the world, and it will be for a damn long time. If you don't like it, bite it. So some of you people still believe that you're in 1983 period and in the 70s and the 80s. Get over that damn nostalgic feel. Move on. We're in 2025. And if America makes a request to the government of Grenada, allow the government to make that decision. Who are you all to determine that? And you want to tell the government what to do? And even John Rollo. John Rollo, what's wrong with John Rollo and all, yes? What's wrong with you, John Rollo? John Rollo want to tell the government what to do, yes? What's wrong with all you? Some of these haters of progress want to dictate to the government of Grenada. Why you didn't dictate to Keith Mitchell and the NNP? Our beloved Prime Minister has intelligence. He's smart. I trust him more than all of you all who talking. I believe in him. He has gotten it right over and over and over again. You hear some of them on programs talking about America wants to build some military base. America wants to set up a military arsenal and military asset. And you hear some of the wording, and you just wonder, some of these illiterates saying all this stupidness. Don't be bothered with them. Many of them, they don't even know the streets in St. George's. Some of them cannot even use the smartphone that they have. But they have all kind of advice on all you. What's wrong with all you? Allow the damn government to do their work. It's a request. It's not a demand. It's a request made to set up a radar. What's wrong with a radar? We have radars here already. So what? If the government decides they want to go ahead and have America set up, what's wrong with that? Huh? Focus on all your... You understand the point? What's wrong with that? There's so many things happening in all your nose hole. All you can't deal with it. Deal with that. You think you're living in 1983 and 1970 something? Gone are those days. We have moved forward as a nation. We're in 2025. Get on with it and understand that. What's wrong with you all? Huh? America is one of the greatest nations on the earth. And it's going to be so for a damn long time. And anytime you miss many of these people up in America, they're going, America, they're going. You think they're going in Venezuela? You think they're going in China? You think they're going in Russia? And talking about Russia and stupidness and about nuclear descent. All of you, shut up. All you know what all you about. All you talking rubbish. Rubbish. Let the government do what they want to do and what they believe is right to do in the interest of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. It's simple like that. Stop all your damn nonsense. What do you think? You all couldn't advise Keith to do any damn thing. All you want to advise the government? Some of them haters and all, You see stupidness? They hate the NDC. They don't like the best blood in NDC. What's wrong with all you? Allow the government to do their work. I trust the most honorable Deacon Mitchell over all you. Over all of all you. He has always gotten it right. So it's a request made, not a demand, a request. Diplomatically, through a diplomatic channel. Nothing is wrong with that. If the government sees it fit for the United States to set up that radar at the MBIA, what do you think is a radar? Huh? You think it's a military base? What do you think that is? We have a radar here already. And many of it might be outdated. What do you think that is? Huh? What's wrong with you people? And you hear some of them hyping the thing and making the thing out to be all. And then you have some of those folks on talk shows. They can't even tell the people, well, it's not no military base America trying to build here. And it's not no military arsenal and no military this and so on. A temporary radar system. And what's wrong with that? When we miss all you going in Venezuela? Huh? What's wrong with all you? Venezuela army is weak. Weak. Compared to America. You don't have to compare it. You can't even compare Venezuela. Insignificant. And there is no war here. If America wants to go ahead and do what they have to do in Venezuela, that's their business. It's simple like that. Right? But let the government do what they're supposed to do. Let the government do what they're supposed to do. Come on. You have Maduro down in Venezuela. Let it do what they got to do. Let it deal with their stuff. It's simple like that. Mind all your business here. Do you know what? Some of these people don't even know what is a radar system. They don't even know what it is. But you hear some of them opening the trap and talking nonsense. Allow the government to do their damn work. Right? They're considering, they're assessing, they're consulting, they're making sure that they do the right thing. So if the government says no, it's a request. They could say no. They could say yes. I trust the most honorable Deacon Mitchell more than all you. The haters and all, yes. Why ain't they? Them haters and all, want to advise the government. And then they want to blow the thing up and make it into what you hear some of them talking about. And ministers were slapped with visa restriction. Who ministers were slapped with visa restriction? Huh? Only one minister. Some of you even go to damn school. A minister of government. And then they actually review and redo the arrangement with the Cuban doctors and workers and so on from Cuba. They just did over an agreement and change up the way they're paid and other things like that. And that will be remedied over time. This thing is simple. So all this hype and all this damn stupidness, all you hear some of them speaking and you wonder. They lack knowledge and understanding. They don't even know what they say. They hear some stupidness and they're grabbing it and running with it. And then you have some of those moderators, they're good for nothing. Some of those talk show hosts and hostesses, they're good for nothing. Some of them, they dunce. And I'm saying, folks, you have to be very careful with what you read and programs that you listen to. That's the same trick they tried during Tillman Thomas time. And they come out with all kind of cow pole and all kind of pole and be all you know, feel as using the damn word for them. You understand? Wrong with all you. You have never seen a government like this caring for the people, doing things for the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. The government is at work. You don't have to like this MP and like that MP. The government of Grenada is at work, working in the best interest of the people. You know, sometimes I sit there and I say, so all you too damn ungrateful, you know. More you get is more you want. All you too damn covetous and greedy and glut. Under NNP, they never pay the damn pension and the gratuity. Under NNP, they never give you any damn increase of 13%. Under NNP, they never gave nurses any $500 increase on their salary or any $1,000 for the doctors. Under NNP, there was no regularization of public officers. You were acting as though you were in Hollywood. Not Hollywood, you know, Hollywood. Under NNP, the police officers never get no damn pay and grade. Under NNP, there was no land regularization like this what's happening now. Under NNP, there was no free tuition and the hot meal and the laptop and the e-books and the wash program and the lighting of playing fields and the upgraded basketball courts and community centers and so on. What's wrong with all you? Huh? What's wrong with all you? There's no minimum wage adjustment under NNP. All you to damn ungrateful and covetous, some of all you. What more you want? Huh? What more you want? Well, you can't satisfy. And then you have some of those political jack donkeys who play in their pollsters. And who the hell is this guy coming and talk about, what's wrong with you? You want relevance, you want work, you want engagement. NDC not engaging you. And that's your problem. Because they know where you stand. You're just like Peter Wickham. You're just like Peter Wickham. Huh? What you need? Oh, go ahead. You're just like Peter Wickham. All of all is the same. So we know who you're going to align with to screw information and throw it out there. What's wrong with them? Or you can't stop the NDC from winning the next election and the other election and the other election. Because a lot of you all never thought that the victory going to come. All you pretending now and say all you predicted this and predicted that and predicted that. NNP leave 8,715 people using pit latrines, messing in pit latrines when rain fall and they're going to use the pit latrines, all kind of thing pitching up on them. They're the one bathed completely in the open bathroom and in the river in some instances. What's wrong with all you? Huh? NDC giving people back their dignity and their humanity. See, a lot of these people all of a sudden they just plain thing and they relevant what? NDC beat all odds. You all never thought that the NDC was going to win. And all who say they predict victory. Predict what victory? Predict what? What's wrong with all you? All of a sudden all you predict and predict what? All you never thought the NDC was going to win. All you thought that the NNP was going to be there for a damn long time. The same individual who is predicting and say they predict and predict, the same individual, Kem Jones, had dealings to do with the same individual. What's wrong with all you? And the individual had a lot of doubts and doubts and doubts. I engaged in even on home to occasions. We're talking about now they predict this and predict all you. Watch. Predict what? And predict this and they say this and say that. I know the individual. You think I know the individual? I dealt with the individual on 10 occasions. Don't worry them. Don't worry them. We had to fight. You think that election victory only came in 8 months? No. Nope. It was years of work. Years of work. All of a sudden, you see some of them are wrong government and they get like a position and so on. Someone just watch someone and say, watch them now. Watch them now. And they get position and they playing thing. They cannot even convince the people in the damn house to vote for NDC. They cannot even convince their neighbors to vote for NDC. You see some of them and they all up there. And some of these same elements were there around Tillman Thomas, you know. And they saw Tillman Thomas demise. Some of the same elements. I'm telling you, they are not assets, they're liabilities. A lot of them, they were wrong the same Tillman Thomas. And they stabbed Tillman Thomas in the back. A lot of them. You think I doesn't watch them? I'm watching them at different functions, different press conferences and so on. Who are you talking to? The amount of work we had to work to get to victory. Or do you think that was a walk in the park? What's wrong with all you? The people of Grenada are happier. Look at the amount of things that the NDC administration did in the last 3 years. What's wrong with all you? I see certain things and I just laugh. Just laugh. You hear me? Because some of these people, they don't even have following. You hear me? Where I could go dancing, they can't even go just in jacket and tie. I'm telling you. I am telling you. But we will continue to remain focused. We will continue to remain focused. Because that's the same tricks they tried during 2008 and 2013. We're not falling for that. And this pollster say that, and one in NDC, and all you all, you know, and one in NDC, and one in this. Take all your poll and shove it up all you know? That's what you got to do. One in NDC, what? NDC is on the right track. The most honorable Deacon Mitchell continues to bring development and opportunities to our people. We have never seen it that way in the last many years. And I challenge you about NNP. NNP there anyway. Look at the meetings of the NNP. Huh? Look at the meetings. NNP cannot even attract young people or middle-aged people to come to their meetings. They can't. They had a meeting in the valley. I mean, I watched Emlyn Pay and them with all a little crowd, you know, in a little alleyway. All kind of stupidness. Huh? They cannot even get the people in the area to come out and be a part of their meeting. They go to everywhere they go. They're the boss people. I see some of the people who they bring there from all St. Andrew and all them places and them to these meetings. Huh? They don't have what it takes. You see, some people don't understand the politics. That is why a lay person like me, I was able to navigate this thing rightly and initiate certain things and do certain things over the many years. And it culminated with a victory. Because I'm not a guesser. I don't whoop. And you could say what you want about Kem Jones. I've gotten it right every damn time. And I've been here for the last 10 years, 11 years. And I continue to stand solid. You hear me? I stated over and over again, the next general election will be determined by the people in the middle who continue to stand with the government of the day, with the good things that the government of Grenada continues to do, and the people in the diaspora who has serious influence on family members here and also who continue to register in record numbers because they love to see the direction the country is headed. So the people in the middle, because the NNP supporters, they're going to go out and vote for NNP. The NDC supporters, they're going to go out and vote for NDC. That wouldn't change. We would get some NNP to change over time. You know, one or two of them, the younger ones and so on. But generally speaking, that is what's going to happen. NNP, NDC, you're going to find that happening. But the people in the middle, you're talking about 15, 10,000 people. They're not going to go and vote for any movement. Peter David and all his jackassness, they with this movement thing, and Lacret with this old stupidness that he started. Well, I don't even know if he started. People are not going to vote for these parties. They're not going to vote for them, right? So Peter David is about to launch the movement. So then you have this old cow pollster putting out this stupidness. We know all the ins and ends. All this so damn stupid as cow pollster and all kind of rubbish. We know your move. We know your intention. We know what all you're paid to do. We understand all of these things, all you. We in 2025. Wrong with all you. So we know this movement stupid is that not going to go anywhere. People don't vote for this kind of thing. You're not going to form any government. You're not going to make any, any inroads. You understand? Just stop your damn stupidness. So we know all what's going on, the ins and ends. We know. We're not stupid. So I am saying, folks, the people in the middle, you look at them. Look at the amount of new people who come on board with the NDC. Look at them. Middle-income people. Simple, ordinary people who are on board because they love to see the direction the government is going. That won't change anytime soon because the government is going up and up and up. We're moving forward, pressing forward. So good things are happening for our people. So folks, be very careful with the publications that you read in some of those newspapers. Be very careful with some of those pollsters, cow pollsters. Be very careful with some of those talk shows and podcasts and so on. Be very careful with them. And you ain't seen nothing yet, As you draw closer to stupid season, then you would see who is who. You hear me? Be careful, very, very careful with them. They are dangerous. They don't like good for Grenada. They don't like the fact that the NDC administration is bringing benefits and opportunities to our people. Be careful with them. Very, very careful. We saw what they did to Tillman Thomas, a genuine person, a decent person who wanted good for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit-Martinique. They undermine him. Anytime I hear Peter David name in anything, I just draw back so. Peter David, my good partner, when I see him, we cool. But anytime I hear Peter David name in anything, I draw him back quite back so. Anything. He been with NDC, we know what happened. He been with NNP, we know what happened. He was with the revolution, we know. Well, Keith, tell us what happened. And, you're joking. You're joking. The movement. What is Lacroix party? All kind of old party and party. You understand? All of them is like something under our bed, Be very careful with a lot of these people. And they come in now and who is pollster, who is analyst, who is all you. Move the wrong with all you. All you know where that victory come? All you was sleeping. All you never thought that the NDC was going to win the election. A lot of all you who come and play thing now. And be careful with them. Grenada moving forward. And anytime Grenada moving forward and development taking place, you would always find these people trying to stand in the way. But they can't stop 6 runs. The government is performing well. You don't have to like this MP and like that MP and like. You don't have to like that. That's your business. But the government is performing. You never thought that the NDC administration going to stabilize the economy and do so well. You all are in awe. You all shocked. Shock. You listen to the NNP. What they offering you? What they offering? We all kind of think to say about the NNP this and the NNP go that and you all kind of bad things to say about NDC and Deacon Mitchell and this and that. Wrong with all you. Move there. A good Me Too for all you. I ain't sure some of these cow pollsters and analysts and all this old phony and them. They ain't good. They're nasty. They ain't like development for this country. And they don't know what they're talking about. They're not on the ground. They don't understand politics. They don't understand the people in the middle. They don't understand what's happening on the ground. They don't. Don't worry them. All of what's happening here, taking place here in this country. You see, they want the NNP to return so nastiness could return. They want conmen and crooks and fraudsters to come into Grenada and rob and rape Grenada of all the little that we had or have. The little things that we have, all the gains we have made. I'm telling you, that's what they want. Under the NNP administration, a lot of conmen and crooks came here and take millions and millions. And some of these same analysts and cow pollsters and them, they benefited significantly. Some of them became millionaires. You see some of them on radio, and you see some of them on TV program talking, and you wonder, nasty, no good. They want good for Grenada. So whenever you see them, tell them holiday. You understand? They ain't good. They're pretending. They come in and play thing. Leave Grenada, let it develop and prosper. Let betterment come for our people. The people who used to use pit latrines and they now get a modern bathroom and toilet facility. Go and speak to them and hear their testimony. Go and speak to them and listen to them. The people who never had internet access in their homes, go and speak to them with a JUMP program. The people who get in a Build Back Better house, a proper house, painted, electrical work done, the plumbing work done, and everything like that. The cupboards, they sing this. Go and speak to them. Go and hear what they have to tell you. The students who are eating a hot meal when 11:30 or 12 o'clock, go and speak to the students. The students who are going to TAMCC and YOLO, and their parents who have to worry about the tuition cost or fee. Go and speak to them now. The public officer who got regularized and made permanent, go and speak to them. The person who been on a piece of crown land for all the years and never had a deed and a plan, go and speak to them. The students who are getting the opportunity to be picked up at home with the free school bus with the Spice Bus program, right? The school bus program. Go and speak to them and drop off home safely. Go and speak to them. That's who you have to go and speak to. The police officer who receives $700 and something on their salary more. Go and speak to them. Go and speak to the nurse who got $500 more on her salary every month. Who getting that? And the doctor who getting $1,000 more. Go and speak to them. That's who you have to go and speak to. Right? Go and speak to the sports club and the people who use playing fields and now it's upgraded and lit and you have bathroom, toilet and so on facilities there. Go and speak to the people who are using the community centers now and the refurbished medical stations and police stations that are better so the police could have a better environment to work in. Go and speak to these people. Go and speak to the students who receive the laptops, right? The 3,800 plus laptops. Go and speak to them and ebooks. That's who you have to go and speak to, a little nasty and bad-minded. Huh? Go and speak to these people. Go and speak to the people who are employed on the new school that they're building in Malmont, St. David Catholic Secondary School. Go and speak to the people who are working, the Grenadians who are working on the St. Andrew Anglican Primary School. Go and speak to the people who are working on the Grenada Christian Academy School. Go and speak to the people at the Calais Government School who are working there. Go and speak to the people who are working at the special ed. Go and speak to these workers. Go and speak to the people who are in construction all around Grenada. Because people are building, construction is on a rise. Go and speak to these people. Go and speak to the people in the hardware stores and the different stores. Go and speak to the people who are working in the hotels because they are seeing increased occupancy. People are coming in, they love Grenada because marketing is done. The government has more relief for Grenada. They're working hard to get more flights coming into Grenada so the hotels can be filled and people could have work. Go and speak to the farmer. Go and speak to the fisher who got assistance after Hurricane Beryl from the government of Grenada. Go and speak to the farmer who got assistance in so many different ways, with plants, with fertilizer, with farm labor program, with all kind of things they can get to go to the tissue culture lab. Go and speak to the agro-processors who getting the assistance that they need. All you. What's wrong with all you? What's wrong with all you? When last year a con man, a white, blue-eyed man come here and con Grenada? Huh? Go and speak to the bus driver, the bus conductor, or the gardener, or the housekeeper, or the geriatric caregiver, or the security officer. The minimum wage adjustment impacted them positively. They getting more on their salary. All you. You know, some of all you are just cussing all you, stretching all your face and cussing all you. Because why? All you think all you're bright, all you're not bright. Go and speak to these ordinary people. Go and speak to the small business owner who got assistance under cess up to $30,000. Huh? All you. Go and speak to the public officers who don't have to worry to go out in the streets and march in the hot sun. Go and speak to the TAMCC lecturers. Huh? Go and speak to them. Go and speak to these people. You know, sometimes I listen to some of all you're playing, all your bright, all your academic, you know, watch. Or good to say, good to keep. You know. Some of these people, they don't want good for Grenada. No. And you hear some of them want to advise the government on America. America is one of the greatest nations on the earth. I don't care what you say. You like it, that's your damn business. If you don't like it, that's your business too. And America is one of the most advanced army in the world. Or China. Nothing wrong with China. America is a mighty army. You deal with that. What do you think all you're living in 1973 and 74 and 75 and somewhere down there? And 83 and so on? What's wrong with all you? When 2025, when you miss them, America. Stop all your damn stupidness. Are you playing bright? Huh? Are you too bright? Leave the government to do their work. They're doing a fantastic job. You all have been at the center stage in the past, and Grenada never moved forward. Now you have this young team of men and women who are moving forward the country, developing the country, advancing the country, and we are proud of them. Leave them, let it govern, let it do the work and develop this place. Let them do the work. Someone let you damn bad mind. You're bad-minded and wicked. All you want to see the dark days come back here. All you want problems to happen for this country. But it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Our government is focused and smart. Our prime minister is wise. He's intelligent. He can discern. You don't even bother with some of them. You don't want to see some of them. And you have some of them who kind of close up. You still have to watch them. You see them in certain position and I'm watching them. Because when election time comes around, you don't see them. They go in and cozy up in a little house. Because they, I know them. Let's remain focused. Not every publication you see in a newspaper, you're grabbing it and sharing it and all kind of jackassness. Forget about that. And some of them podcasters and pundits and zygotes and sycophants and all you have all kind of advice and all kind of things to say. Go on, clean all your damn house. Clean all your yard. Focus on that. And cook some good food today. All your damn stupidness. Folks, have a nice day. Have a nice weekend.